Hi everyone, my name is Shirly and I'm the Chief Business Development Officer of GoTo. GoTo is the world's first self-driven multimodal mobility service provider. We offer our users shared cars, shared mopeds, shared kick scooters, and shared bikes, all from the same app. We do everything in-house, from the technology to the operations to the marketing. And today we have already 5,000 vehicles on the road, over 4 million rides, and we're present in Spain, Malta, and Israel. So let's speak about the world a bit. We already know that the more and more people are moving to city centers, and that by 2030, 70% of world population will live in urban city centers. And that can actually create a lot of problems. Because if we look at our cities today, we see that cities are cluttered with cars. This picture can be Berlin, it can be Delhi, it can be Paris. It doesn't really matter. Most of our cities look like that. And that's because users still don't have enough good ways to come into the city or move inside the city. And so they choose to own their private car. So cities need to look for alternative solutions to remove that car ownership from the city centers. So as always, private sector comes in and intervenes and proposes different types of solutions, such as shared bikes, shared kick scooters, shared moped, shared cars. And actually, users love it and start picking up and using it. But the problem we have is that users are multineedy, and none of these mono-vertical solutions can actually offer all of the users' mobility needs. Sometimes a user needs a bike, for example. They want to do sport and they want to go home with a bike. And sometimes they want to beat traffic and they want a kick scooter or a moped. And sometimes they're with their kids or it's raining or they're with friends and they want a car. Users really, really want a holistic solution that will help them give up their car and actually move fully into shared mobility transportations. And actually, from our study that we did in Spain, we see that over 50% of shared mobility users say that having to download different apps and register and study different tariffs, etc., is really causing them a pain. And they want a very simple solution that encompasses all. Because the reality today is that in order for them to move from point A to B, they need to have at least 20 apps on their phone. So what actually mass has brought, they've brought a mess because the users cannot have the convenience of the same as having their own car keys. So what GoTo brings this simplicity and this convenience and the trust that the user can find a vehicle near them in one single app with one single billing and with a simple pricing. So from the GoTo app, you can take a bike, a kick scooter, a moped, or a car for short or long distances. We also plan to integrate public transportation and in the future also run the robotaxi. So if we look today, multimodality is not a word of the future. It's already happening today. If we look at our users in Malta, they use a wide variety of vehicles or transportation modes to move, whether it's public transportation, car sharing, taxi, or private vehicle. Same in Tel Aviv, same in Stockholm. Today, already over 60% of users are multimodal. They use various forms of mobility to move around the city. So if we look at the transportation share of wallet, we see that in Europe, it accounts for 13% of household expenditure. It's actually the second highest expense after housing. And it accounts for $1.3 trillion. And if we look just at transportation services, so anything from train and road and air travel, it's about $200 billion market. Now, if we look at the individual, if we look at the household, more or less monthly expenditure is around $450. And it's split across, obviously, public transportation, and then car sharing, taxi, and micro-mobility, different ways to move. This is excluding car vehicles, private car vehicles. And GoTo can actually cover all of these users' needs in one single hub. So how do we do it? Is subscription the way to capture the majority of share of wallet of those users? Well, let's have a look. Thanks to our in-house multimodal technology, we are able to offer the users all of the different vehicles in one single app. We offer very simple pricing. We offer one billing to control the expenses and a mobility wallet whereby users get credit to use different types of services. So they come from kick scooter, for example, and we push them the car. We push them a coupon to use the car. In addition, we offer subscription and loyalty. And all of that helps us keep the user in our closed garden. With our simple pricing, we offer the user that ease of mind, that simplicity. For €3, they can get any type of vehicle for 15 minutes, because we believe that all wheels are created equal. And we provide our users different subscription and loyalty plans. Actually, already today, over 60% of our users, they pay subscription. And when you pay subscription, then you get, for example, a punch card. So your 9th ride, after your 9th ride, your 10th ride is free. We provide you different coupons to try our different services. And in this way, we keep you in. So we are looking really to win over those frequent commuters, those that use us on a daily basis, to go to work, to come back home, to go see their friends. And we're actually managing to do that by offering the users a variety of vehicles, a great availability, a very simple pricing logic, and loyalty and rewards via subscription. But not only the user is important, actually our work with cities is very important, because for cities, we provide also that simplicity that we provide the users, because they don't need to deal with many different players. With one player, they get many different services. We employ a big local team. As you can see here, this is the team in Spain. We have 24/7 customer care and operations. So if anything happens, they can call us and we can come and fix any problem. We have sustainable operation because we operate with different charging stations across the city. So we reduce the travel time that a car needs to go to get charged. And we use everything swappable batteries so that we don't need to move the assets. And again, we're not blocking the streets. And 90% of our fleet is electric. And of course, we reduce traffic and pollution by offering shared mobility solutions. And if we look at our users, 21% of our users said that they sold a car or did not buy a car thanks to using shared mobility. So shared mobility is the future, and let's change the world together. Thank you very much.